it's Jen from Fabbulous Paper Emporium, and we are at our last day. A little bit sad of CRAFTSMAS in July. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you are just seeing this video as kind of your new video, we have had a series of videos throughout the last 10 days, starting on July 15th, coming right through to July 25th, with hopefully what you'll find to be some inspiring videos, some inspiring tutorials, things to give you ideas creatively to make things for this holiday. So this was the very last project, and I know I went through kind of the outside. These are the two little shrubs that I've added onto the sides of the door, and as you can see, what I've also done is I made my windows shorter because they were going to be too tall. So I put the top and the bottom are actually on top of the white piece, so that kind of made them a little bit shorter without having to redo the background. So, and I've also added this cute little sticker from the sticker collection. So again, we used the Echo Park paper, a Lumberjack Christmas, and I'll go through what I have added to, and I'll give you the measurements for that, and we will call it a wrap, I guess. So here we have our album. So I added a pocket. There we go. If I put it up like that, you'll probably be able to see it. Just making sure. So I added a pocket because what I decided to do with one of the page of the cut aparts is I made these cute little tags. My to and from stamp are so tiny. I thought I had one. Yes, I do. So they're so small. See my little to and from, that I figured they get lost on this. Plus it gives you a lot of extra space if you just wanted to do some journaling, things like that. If you want to use them as Christmas tags, by all means, and you definitely can. So what I did here was obviously I cut the cut aparts out. I used my scallop and stub crocodile thingy, corner chomper, whatever you want to call it. And I used a couple of different ones. Some of them are just rounded, some of them are the stub, and some of them are scallop. I've inked all the edges. The tag itself, so the red part, is measuring 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And that way I felt like I had enough space to add my little grommet at the top with my baker's twine. I stamped a little bit of the Christmas lights. I'm kind of going back and forth whether I add something to the Christmas lights. I have a couple of pens that would add a little bit of bling, a little bit of glitter. So I might go back and do that. So all in all, I ended up with 12 tags. So I put 6 of them at the front in the side pocket. Now, originally I had planned on doing a pocket at the bottom, but I quickly realized that when I fold it up, all the tags are going to fall out. So I didn't want to have that happen. So I did the front pocket is just one of these side pockets, and the side pockets, they measure 8. They're 8 1/4 finished. So 8 1/4 is the height of the pocket. By finished is 3 1/2. So I will put in the description box below, within the next 24 hours, I will have in the description box below all of the measurements to make this pocket, as well as the red, as well as the designer paper. All of that information will be down below. And then we have our pages. So I've got all of this fully decorated front and back. I've gone through, added some of these cute little cut aparts that were, well, I don't really know if they were cut aparts necessarily, but there was an entire page of little sayings, little tags. I don't know what you want to call them, but it was an entire page of these. And while there was a beautiful pattern on the other side, I just figured once I started fussy cutting, I couldn't stop. So anyways, so I fussy cut a bunch of those. You can always come back and instead of adding those, you can add your stickers, all that kind of stuff. But super happy with the way this has turned out. You'll also notice, I'm going to turn it this way for a moment before we get to our back pocket. I have cut out half moon or half circles on the back side of all of these. The front side is where our secondary, like our flap page went. So on the back side, the reason why I added that is, this last one is, I've added these, because they're pockets. So I've added these little inserts to go in those pockets. Fill this with photos if you would like. You can put, you can have some journaling and space to write. If you want to put more pictures on the back, you can absolutely do that. So I just thought that that was going to be a nice touch. All three pockets are done that way. And let me see if I can get this back in here. There we go. But in order to ensure that I wasn't going to have any interruption with the roof, I cut these so that they do lay lower, which meant that, and I didn't want to put, they're really snug. I didn't want to put a string or anything at the top because I felt like that wasn't going to be sturdy enough. So doing this little hole punch, I had no problem going through it. And this, if you remember, I created the pockets, or the pages rather, with 110 pound. So that went through 110 pound plus the 65 pound designer paper without any issue. These measure 6 1/8 by 7 3/4. So that is this, the inserts. So now I'm going to get to the back page, which houses my other tags. Same kind of deal. I just used the red and white, or no, the white and black baker's twine. Again, same idea, just use some stickers on the back to create a little bit of interest there. This pocket is, I always do that. This ruler for some reason has got me perplexed every time I pick it up. This measures 6 1/4 wide. That's finished by 4. So again, if you're familiar with making pockets, then you'll know I've done 1/2 inch tabs on the top, 1/2 inch tabs on the right and the left, 1/2 inch tab at the bottom. So that will account for the extra paper. And I didn't really do anything on the back. I don't generally decorate anything on the back of my albums, so that's why it looks pretty blank. But I like decorating certainly the front. Usually the spine gets decorated as well, but since that is now going to be used as our base, I didn't decorate it. But a couple of a couple of stickers certainly could be used. I have a pile more stickers left, and so you can absolutely do that as well. But since it's not going to be seen, I'll save the stickers probably for some cards that I'll be making with the rest of the paper. Speaking of which, I will just show you kind of what we have left over, so you get a good idea for, you know, what remnants you'll have left. Now, keep in mind some of these. So these were I had some cut aparts that I decided to set aside so that I can make some cards with. There's some tiny strips. like I said, I accidentally made another pocket, so I've used some paper there. But that's kind of it as far as the paper, the extra paper goes. Sorry, I've got some more of these cut aparts all over my desk here. But certainly enough to make probably a few cards, depending on what style of card you're doing. So, you know, there is some left over, but it has used up quite a bit of the 12 by 12 paper pack. So that is it. Again, if you are new to my channel, hopefully you've found something that's useful or interesting, that you will subscribe, because I truly appreciate every one of my subscribers. Hit the bell if you want notifications. We try to post at least a couple of times a week. And if you have any questions or comments, you can leave those below. We read every single one of them, and I promise we will get back to you. That is about it for CRAFTSMAS in July. So I'll be taking a couple of days off. I am working on some new projects, of course, and I can't wait to bring those to you. Probably towards the end of the week or next weekend. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. I know I have. Hopefully you've had a fabulous time and you have a fabulous rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me, not only for today, but for CRAFTSMAS in July. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, we have our giveaway. So if you're not aware of what this giveaway is pertaining to, we have an earlier video. So if you want to pop over and look at that, we have a fantastic giveaway, fabulous giveaway actually, because we reached 500 subscribers. So thanks again. Hopefully you have a fabulous day, and I will see you later. Bye.